Alright, in this video I will explain why you should never try to fix yourself, whether it's your physical appearance, your personality, or whatever it is that you don't like about yourself. So this won't be a typical video talking about the importance of discipline or that you have to go through the pain to achieve it. I am going to show you that you can simply choose a new version of yourself that is already existing. And to explain this, I will be using the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza, Vadim Zeland, and Neville Goddard, some of the greatest mystics and modern scientists. And in the end, I want to share with you two simple techniques that I personally used to shift into my new version, so you can do so as well. See, the biggest mistake that people make when they want to change themselves is that they see the change as something they want to implement into their current version. But you have to understand, you are only this version because you have strong identification and believe in it. But in reality, you are everything. And you can be anything. If you look at yourself from a higher perspective, see the place where you are currently sitting or laying, and just look at yourself, you can realize that this is just an identity that you have built over the time. The real you is the awareness behind all of this. Your strong identification with your physical body, with your environment, and with your looks is what is making the change difficult, because you believe in that story. You are already that which you want to be. Your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it. And here is the thought process on how powerless identity is. If my consciousness would travel into your body and your consciousness into mine, our life would go completely different pathways. Don't you think so? This reality is played completely mental. As stated in the Kybalion, the all is mind, the universe is mental. We don't have to change our current versions. We simply have to choose a new version that we want to experience, because all versions already exist. And to achieve this, we have to first detach from our current version. And later on in this video, I will explain exactly how we can do that. But first, let me show you why all versions exist. Because once you understand it, and once you believe it, it will work out for you. The idea that all versions exist isn't just some esoteric fantasy. It is a concept supported both by mystical teachers and quantum physicists. So let me show you what some of those people are saying. Vadim Zeland, a quantum physicist, explains this through his reality transurfing model. There are infinite lifelines or word lines, and they are all like tracks. And every version of you is already sitting on those tracks. You cannot change or create any of those lines. These lines are already set. The only thing that you can do is to shift in one of those. And Dr. Joe Dispenza explains this with the quantum field, a place beyond time and space where all possibility exists and all versions of you are sitting in them. The version of you that is confident, wealthy, healthy, beautiful, whatever it is you desire is already in that field. And your thoughts and your emotions decide which of those versions collapses into your experience. And lastly, Neville Goddard. He has the most poetic way to put it. Creation is already finished. Everything you could desire already exists in consciousness. You don't have to make it happen. You simply have to assume that it's already yours. These people are saying the same thing. They are just using different language. So whether you want to call it lifeline, the quantum field, or parallel realities, they are all pointing on the same truth. You are not changing. You are choosing. And you know the biggest trap? If you are actually trying to change yourself, you are causing more resistance. Let me explain this quickly. Nothing is inherently good or bad, and you are 100% perfect as you are right now. That of course doesn't mean that you don't want to experience new things or new versions of yourself, simply because you desire to do so, and not because your current version is something bad. If you are trying to fix yourself because you think something is broken or bad, you are giving energy to the belief that something is broken or bad, and what you focus on is going to stay. So you have to understand that there is no good or bad. There's only what you focus on and what you don't focus on. To be conscious of being poor while praying for riches is to be rewarded with that which you are conscious of being, poverty. If you are trying to change your current version by fighting with it, it will actually make things worse. It is the dissatisfaction that creates the misery. And soon you will find yourself in a loop of re-experiencing over and over the same emotions and the same experiences. This is why so many people, for example, they fall back into binge eating after they try to lose weight, because they never detach themselves from this version of someone that is struggling to lose weight. And many people talk about this, calling it the law of detachment, to fully detach yourself from the current version that you are. So let's talk about how to actually detach. Think about those moments where you were with your family, or you were doing something you love, for example, a hobby, and you completely forgot about everything else. You were just in the present moment. In those moments, your identity disappears. There is no future. There is no past. There is just awareness of the present moment. And that is the state you want to find and stay in. And a simple way to get there is to meditate 5 to 15 minutes on a daily basis, free from your thoughts, training your mind to detach yourself from any thoughts and just be in the present moment. When you can do that, you can detach yourself from your programming, and you even realize when there are limiting beliefs coming up, and then you can simply detach yourself from those thoughts and then put your attention on the new version that you want. And this is crucial, because if you can't control your mind will always control you. If you are serious about changing your life and having a new version of you and experiencing it, then you need to clear the noise. But once you are able to do so during the day, your life can change in a split second. And once you have put in the work and you have created this level of awareness, you can now choose whatever you want to experience. And what worked for me has always been the law of assumption. In its simplest form, the law of assumption is to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and the world will reflect it. And I've used it to change my appearance and my lifestyle completely, which almost felt unbelievable. So there are many techniques that you can use to get the feeling of your wish being fulfilled. You can do the walking meditations by Dr. Joe Dispenza. You can use affirmations. You can do scripting. Actually, whatever feels best for you. Nevertheless, I have realized that doing too many techniques during the day is obsessive, and it doesn't really make sense. The only technique I believe you should do is to meditate on a daily basis. But if you want to do a technique to get into this feeling state, then I would do the state akin to sleep technique. So the state akin to sleep technique is a great way to plant something into your subconscious mind. So quickly, how does it work? You want to lay down in a way that you don't fall asleep very quickly. So if you usually lay on your stomach, you want to lay on your back. And then you want to imagine a short scene that would imply that your wish is fulfilled. And it can be just a 5-second scene or 10-second scene. For example, you having that great body, or you being in that big house, whatever it is. And you want to play this scene over and over again until you fall asleep. And there will come a time where you are not awake and not sleeping, and this is the time where you are very well connected to your subconscious mind. And if you can keep this imaginal scene during that time and fall asleep during the drift state, it will immediately go into your subconscious mind. So then when you wake up during the day, your only job is to stay in the present moment. Your only job is to detach yourself from the current identity that you have, and the rest is going to happen. It sounds so easy, right? And it actually is. So hopefully this message is clear. Don't try to fix a current version of yourself. Every version already exists. You just have to detach yourself from your current identity and then choose whatever version you want to desire. Practice meditation on a daily basis, and if you do the state akin to sleep technique, nothing can stop you. Simply enjoy your life, enjoy the present moment, and have faith. I hope you liked the video, and as always, take it easy.